Hello, friends. We back for another Hunter x Hunter reaction. Today we'll be checking out episode 39, Wish and Promise. Now, in the last two episodes, we basically got just slice of life stuff from Gon and Killua. They went to like Gon's hometown and then they just chilled there for a bit. We got some information about Jing. He has some ties with a game called Greed Island, from what it looks like. It's supposed to be a very expensive game, around 8 billion something. And from what it looks like, there's a possibility it's going to be auctioned in York New City, which is where they're going to be meeting with Kurapika when they first went their separate ways. So it's going to be interesting how that's going to pan out and what this episode's going to be. I'm actually happy that the last two episodes was just two episodes. You know, if it was like a different anime, that could have that could have been like 10 to 15 episodes just chilling at home, But and it would be really draggy, but it was really smart for them to just concise it in such a small manner. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the episode.
Meanwhile, as Gon and Killua depart from Whale Island, Kurapika is preparing to begin a journey of his own.
All right, Kurapika.
So you remember me?
Well, yeah. We don't get many visitors here. In fact, ever since you were here last, there's only been one other person. This
Hmm.
place is a whole lot harder to find than you think.
But what do you mean? Like I told you, I already have a hunter's license.
Yeah, the Nen
Maybe,
thing, right?
but your exam isn't over yet. It's obvious. You can't see anything, can you?
Oh, okay. So we're getting a little more of what's gonna go down, or what happened in that interaction with this guy, right? The guy like stole his ID or something. His license rather. Ooh!
You can't see it, but you can sense it, huh? You didn't notice when I stole this. Or when I walked right past you either. You're totally clueless.
Bastard! Give me back my license
Maybe he
right
was
now!
using like Zetsu, right?
Does a newbie who knows nothing of Nen have a chance of
Probably.
beating me?
It's kind of interesting. They this whole exam thing, they found a way to make it
Today,
so weird.
we're gonna determine which category.
Hold up. So I was thinking, why don't they just have the teacher like give you like a schedule, right? It's kind of easier that way. You guys can meet up and then teach you about Nen, but they had to structure it in a way where the students are being taught Nen, like, on their own, which is kind of interesting how Killua, which is not a hunter, was taught Nen, right? I think they mentioned that they only teach Nen to hunters, right? Because they kinda want you to get the hunter license, so you're supposed to be somewhat righteous, right? I think that's what they said, which is kind of weird because people like Illumi and Hisoka can get it. Uh, that could be something contradicting to like from what Netero said, which was whatever. No one decides who can qualify to be a hunter. You either are or not, right? Doesn't matter if you're good or evil. But Wing said something like made it sound like it has to be like a good person because you're gonna have to fight the bad people and you need Nen for that, something like that. So it's kind of interesting how I I hope I'm remembering that correctly because for some reason it kind of stood out. But I didn't really caught it like till now. So yeah, let's check out the
Your
episode.
aura falls under.
Oh yeah, the water something.
There's something forming in the water. So you're a conjurer. It's clear.
Conjurer. All right.
A conjurer?
A type whose specialty is manifesting their aura.
I see. I was hoping I would be an enhancer.
Unfortunately, you can't change what you're born with. But it isn't hopeless. You can still learn enhancement techniques. And that would make an excellent topic for us to go over today.
Yeah, conjurer should be kinda close, right?
Now, let's say you have the aptitude to achieve 100% mastery of conjuration abilities. At the most, this is how much you could master the others. It doesn't matter how fast of a learner you are.
Oh,
Whatever
conjurer's
you master
the
a different
lower
category.
right. Okay.
The further a category is from your own, the less you. So why this position? Because the adjacent categories, conjurer and manipulator, have the greatest chance of becoming specialists later on. In that respect, you still have a chance, in a way.
All right.
Do you remember what you said?
I wonder if that ties into
You
Hisoka's
might assume that the fastest
personality
means to your
test.
goal would be through enhancement abilities.
But I forgot what he said
And you'd
about
be
it.
right. Enhancers are able to reinforce offense. Top.
If I were consistent in my abilities as a conjurer, do you think that it would help me in a battle if I were pitted against a master enhancer?
It would be difficult. When closely compared to an enhancer's offense and defense, far more often than not, conjurers are simply not as evenly balanced.
All right, all right.
Here's a quiz.
So you kind of have to
Can
outplay
you
them.
conjure a sword that's able to cut through anything?
You can't,
Why not?
because it exceeds the bounds of human capacity.
All right.
Of course, you could conjure a sword that's very sharp and sturdy, but it would make a lot more sense to just go out and buy one.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't need extra training. You can make the sword appear and disappear using Nen,
All right.
but
I guess
conjured
that's
weapons
something.
just aren't as effective. The
What kind of employer do you want?
I'll tell you something interesting about spiders.
Oh yeah,
Meet me
that's
in New
right.
York, New City on September 1st.
I would prefer to find an employer with strong ties to the York New Auction. The job is irrelevant.
The York New City Auction.
Okay.
Employers who have a lot of influence generally post the difficult
All right, so at
jobs.
this
I
point,
doubt they're
we can
looking to
assume
hire
that
a hunter
Kurapika
with
knows
zero
Nen
experience.
because, you know, the girl's hooking her up
I see
or him
three.
up.
3 employers who'll decide based on the interview and not on your record. And it looks like all 3 are looking for bodyguards.
Okay, a
I'll
bodyguard.
read you choose, okay? The first is a handgun buff. He's after the Misset limited edition Bull Snake Model S55, number 001. The second is a collector of fine china. This one is seeking Rhodo memorial plates from 1655 to 1657. And the third is a flesh collector.
Flesh
Seeking
collector.
a hide with a full body tattoo of a rising dragon.
chains.
Yes. When you said I was a conjurer, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Interesting.
What's this
But
music?
why chains?
Heavy
Because
guitar?
there are some.
Where are you going? I'm your teacher. Do as I say. I'm not done talking to you. Hold on, damn it.
He wants to conjure chains.
It's the world's greatest auction. That's where the spider, the phantom troop, will appear.
Oh, who's this character? Have we seen this before?
That heartbeat. It plays a horrible melody of rage.
So you want me to find you an employer with connections to the York New Auction? Did I
Ooh.
get that right?
That's right.
Like
So
the
they'll be
last guy who
teammates?
walked in.
The boy I just passed?
Do you know him?
No, I don't. Did in the auction too?
He got them chains.
But then, why is his heartbeat so full of rage?
So, it looks like this character can sense intent based on the heartbeat.
Eating with a twerp like that'll only make your food taste worse.
This isn't a date, unfortunately. I'm in the middle of a job.
A job, really?
This is actually my employer. He's hired me as his bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
okay.
You've got to be joking. A babe like you, a bodyguard?
I mean, she is a babe.
I'd be happy to let you guard my body.
Ew.
I don't guard ugly men, but thanks anyway.
Who do you think you're talking to? Shut your...
What?
Instant lover. Every single person that I kiss becomes my willing slave.
Oh my god. I mean, that's an interesting ability, right? Yeah, it freaked him out.
He ran away. Oh well.
All right.
Guess I'll need another employer.
Corpse samples.
Don't interrupt. Not my work and not this splendid moon.
That's enough! Put your hands up!
But you spoiled the moment, you imbeciles!
Ooh,
Yes, I know, Eliza. Well, if this job works out,
doggy.
yeah, there's nothing to worry about. I'll handle it. Right, I'll take care of you and the dogs. Really won't be a problem. So don't worry, Eliza. Bear with me a little while longer. Yeah, it'll be fine. You can count on me.
My name is Kurapika.
Okay, so maybe those characters are gonna meet up here. Maybe. Well, for sure it's gonna be Kurapika and the little fat lady, right? Alright, so yep, that girl's there. Oh, okay, so they're all here. Okay.
It seems
Maybe
everyone has
Kurapika
arrived,
will show
so
her
we will
chain
now
or
begin
his
going
chain.
over the details of the contract.
Dude, Kurapika looks so, ambiguous.
I'll start by going over the requirements. The auction, as you all know, will begin in 1 month. Before that time, find one item from the list provided, and then bring it safely back here.
Here you go. These are the data cards you're assigned.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Eyeballs of Akurta. Oh, that's like her clan, right?
Ah, the eyeballs of a Kurta, huh? Difficulty level A. Preserve the post-mortem scarlet hue after death, complete set with head preferred. Kurta.
Shut up.
I'll say it again. All that's
This
required
music!
is one item from the list you've been
The
given. If you're successful,
foreboding
you'll be hired
him.
and begin your training in security and acquisitions. Well then, best of luck to you.
In all likelihood, the man we saw was not the actual client.
And this girl's
They
like,
eventually let their guard
what
down
the
and
hell's
share
up
their
with this dude?
secrets.
And rage.
There are two things that collectors always desire. The first is any item of extreme rarity. The second is colleagues to whom they can brag about their collection.
Hey, it won't open.
I forgot to mention one thing. The minimum requirement for the position is strength. Enough strength to get out of this mansion with your lives.
Ooh, wait, what? Okay, fight scene. Alright, so that was the episode. Okay, so an all Kurapika episode. Interesting. We kind of find out about Kurapika learning Nen. It was just a matter of time. I thought it would take a lot longer, but in typical Hunter x Hunter fashion, very fast pace, and it doesn't seem forced at all. So Kurapika is a conjurer, and it looks like he's trying to conjure chains. And we kind of meet other characters here. I don't really know their names. I don't think it's been mentioned yet. We also learn about this one girl with the hair on top. She can kiss someone and they become their slaves. The little girl, little fat girl, appears to be some kind of a sensory type from what it looks like. You can sense people's intent from heartbeats. The others, we have no idea what they do. If they're here, they're probably hunters. They probably know Nen, maybe, maybe not. Well, yeah, they do, because they probably went through the same agency or something similar. So yeah, that's gonna be the episode. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.